In today's world, we take photos like it's second nature. Whether it's capturing a beautiful sunset, a funny moment with friends, or a snapshot of a delicious meal, we snap away without thinking twice. But here's a stat that might surprise you. The average person takes over 1,000 photos a year, and most of them are never seen again. That's right, thousands of images captured and forgotten. But what does this say about us? What do these useless photos reveal about how we remember, connect, and experience life? Let's start with the basics. We take photos to capture moments, right? To preserve memories, to relive experiences, and to share those moments with others. But in reality, how often do we actually go back and look at those photos? Studies show that we only revisit about 10% of the photos we take. The rest? They just sit there, collecting digital dust on our phones, laptops, or in the cloud. So, what's going on here? Why are we taking so many photos if most of them never get seen? It's not about the photos themselves, it's about the way we experience life today. We're in an age where everything is documented, but not necessarily remembered. We capture moments without truly living in them, often distracted by the act of photographing rather than the experience itself. The digital age has made photography easier than ever. With our smartphones, we snap photos in an instant, capturing everything from the mundane to the extraordinary. But here's the problem. We take so many photos that we've lost the art of truly appreciating the moment. We're more focused on the documentation than the experience. It's not just about the photos, it's about the culture of instant gratification. We want everything to be recorded, cataloged, and stored for later. But what happens when we do this? We end up with a camera roll full of memories that never actually get revisited. We forget the importance of being present in the moment because we're too busy capturing it for later, a later that may never come. Let's take a deeper look at the psychology behind this. When we take a photo, we're not just capturing an image, we're capturing the feeling of that moment. But over time, our memories fade, and the photo becomes just a reminder of what was once experienced. In a way, we rely on our photos to help us remember things we can't fully hold on to in our minds. But here's the irony. While we think photos help us preserve memories, they can sometimes hinder our ability to truly remember. By relying so heavily on our devices to store our memories, we're outsourcing our ability to recall and process our experiences. Instead of internalizing those moments, we're leaving them in the cloud, waiting for the perfect time to revisit them, which often never comes. The rise of social media has only made this worse. We share our photos with friends, family, and followers, but how often do we truly connect over those images? Social media has turned photography into a performance, with likes, comments, and shares becoming the currency of validation. We take photos not just for ourselves, but for others, seeking approval, validation, or simply attention. This cycle of sharing and forgetting has a profound effect on our relationship with memory. We're constantly trying to prove that we're living our best lives, but in doing so, we're losing the ability to truly live in the moment. We're more focused on documenting life than experiencing it. So, the next time you reach for your camera to take a picture, pause for a moment, ask yourself, am I capturing this because I truly want to remember it, or because I'm caught up in the rush of documenting everything? Are we truly preserving memories, or are we just adding to a collection of photos that we'll never see again? In the end, it's not about how many photos you take, but about how you experience the moments behind the lens. So, let's start living in the now and stop focusing so much on saving every little moment for later, because sometimes the best memories are the ones that aren't captured at all.